Congressman Mike Waltz, Republican from Florida, joins me now. You're on the Armed Services Committee, Congressman. Do we attack Iran's oil facilities and just take away their money? Is that what you want to see happen?
Well, I definitely want to take away their money, Stu. Until we dry up the cash in Tehran, they're going to continue to pump it to their proxies. And not only their terrorist proxies, remember, they're also pumping drones, short-range missiles, and other munitions to Russia that were also supporting Ukraine to fight against. So the root of all of this evil in the Middle East is in Tehran. There's a number of options. We don't have to bomb these oil fields. We could actually enforce the sanctions. Right. We could hit the terminals through cyber means. And what I'd also like to see is the Iranian operatives that are running around Iraq and Syria and Yemen that are aiding and abetting and resupplying these various terrorist groups. We can take them off the battlefield like Trump did with Soleimani. His successor is also running around the Middle East, attacking Americans and Israelis and causing mayhem.
If we attack their oil facilities or in some way restrict their oil output, that will raise gas prices in America. And that's not good for Biden in an election year.
Well, it wouldn't, except that Biden just shut down the exports of American gas, which, by the way, for example, I was just with the Speaker of the Parliament of Lithuania, right on the front lines with Russia. They buy 85% of their energy from the United States. And they don't know what they're going to do. So this is affecting our allies. This is affecting Europe. We could replace what we shut down from Iran with cleaner American oil and gas if we chose to. But the climate agenda in this administration is mucking up our foreign policy, not just in the Middle East, but in China and Europe as well.
Got it. Now, Congressman, the Israeli military says the Hamas war will last through all of 2024 and possibly into 2025. Will the U.S. continue to support Israel for another year?
Well, as long as Republicans in the House have a say, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, Stu, in talking to a number of my Democrat colleagues, they are under a ton of pressure. They have protests out in front of their offices. They're getting thousands of calls a week from the progressive left demanding they withdraw their support from Israel and push Israel into a ceasefire. I think that's incredibly unfortunate, but that's a political reality. And I expect to see the administration getting weaker and weaker at the need in terms of its support for Israel as the election year progresses.
I'm afraid we're out of time, Congressman, but I do want to take 30 seconds, and you know what's coming, to wish you a very happy 50th birthday. Now, when I turned 50, it made no difference. I didn't have a real problem with birthdays until I was 75. You're doing okay for 50, I got to say.
Hey, Stu, as a combat veteran, I am blessed that I made it this far. We've got too many colleagues that never did, so I don't take any years for granted. You'll never hear me complain.
Happy birthday, sir. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.